Hi. This is just another piece of groundwork with promise. And what we're trying to do in this exercise, in this little deal, is the stall that she's been in, I can open it up so it's a 12 by 24, and I can move her around in there a little bit. But what I want to do today is I want to work on pull pressure, her not pulling back, and petting her face. And this is how I'm going to work on that. I'm going to touch that. When she steps forward, I'm going to get soft. And I'm going to follow this rope down with my hand. And just pet her face. Now I'm going to ask her for another step. She gave it to me, so I'm going to pet her face again. Every time she takes a step forward, I'm going to try to rub her face. When she's leaning backwards, I'm just going to close my hands and be a tree. This little horse is really, really reactive. See her follow me? She wants to be friendly. She just needs more practice at being friendly. And I would like to, right now when I catch her, I have to catch her with my hand in the middle of her back and go pet up her back, down her neck. And what I want to practice is doing that out here in the bigger area. And if she gets scared and turns and bolts, all I'm going to do is be a tree and bend her face to me. I'm not going to try to fix her. What I'm going to try to do is show her that that wasn't a good option. So I'm not going to punish her for trying to protect herself. I'm going to show her that she doesn't have to do that by petting her face. And she's still pretty bad about protecting that other eye. So I'll bring her over here so she's looking and then let go. And in this little bitty area here, you'd be surprised how the space itself takes away what little knowledge they have. They just think, oh my gosh, I don't have a fence telling me what to do. That's why we try to get out of the round pen as quick as we can. Well, with this particular horse, I want her to be relaxed so I can just walk up and pet her. One of the ways we could do that would be to walk up, grab this rope, pull her face and clip her up. But she doesn't. She still makes me catch her back here, which is okay. But then I got to go up here, grab this rope, and then grab this rope, and then put this on her head. I would like to get her to where I could walk up to her and pet her like that. There. There. Now I'm going to move her just a little bit. And I'm just looking for a foot at a time or a try. You see that foot move? Now, I'm not babying her. We're going to increase this. Bring her back here. There, she took that step right there. I did that circle and then had her bring me a step. Now I'm going to pet her face. Not every horse is going to be this difficult. But every horse is going to be unique. This little horse here is so socially backward, if you will, that it's going to take as long as it takes for her to not be bothered by me just wallowing up there and petting her face. That's what this is for today. Today we're going to practice petting her face, leading her forward in a bigger area like that, walking up the rope and petting her face. See how she bends her face to the right? I'm going to bend it to the, I'm going to spend most of my time petting her face on this side. Put my finger in her mouth and took it out. Now we're going to take her away again. Practicing her leading. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good enough. Bend her and bring her back. Pull pressure. Pull pressure. Pull pressure. Go up here and pet her. Pet her on that side of her face. I want it to be nice. And then I'll take it away. 1, 2, 3, 4. What I tried to do there was when she stepped forward, I tried not to pull. And then I asked her again, and then I let go. I tried really hard. See how she backed up? That's what we're working on. I don't want her being afraid and backing up. Pull pressure, pull pressure. Pull, there's a step, one more step. There. So I'm getting 4 steps. And I'm getting to pet this side of her head. Pick and choose your battles, folks. Make the situation so that the horse wins. It's not about my ego. I've got Uno leading pretty good. This horse came from the same place. She had less practice being around people, a little bit more afraid. A little thing to her, to you, a little thing to you is absolutely huge to her. Where she came from, they didn't even reach across the fence and pet her, I don't think. They just had her in a little tiny pen and ignored her. And if the pen started to fall apart, they added a panel to it. And they threw feed across there. Until she came here, I don't think she ever seen a stall cleaner or a manure fork. I know she didn't. And she just overreacts. If I keep doing this and get her a little quieter about this, it's going to help her a lot. And remember what I said. Sometimes your body adds a lot of pressure. So we use a stick or a flag so we can keep our bodies away from them and still touch them. What I'm working on today is not only her leading a little bit, but her relaxing while she's looking at me, but letting me pet that other side of her face, but also letting me get my body from a distance up to her so that she starts to learn to ignore or not be so bothered by me being so close. So I'll get close, I'll get further away, and I'll get close, then I'll get further away. I want to step now. I'm just a tree. I want her to relax into that pull pressure and take a step forward, just like that. Notice those little tries. Those little tries are huge to her. Now I'll come up here and I'll pet her face again. Pet that side of her face. I want to put my finger in her mouth. And to do that, I have to be able to touch her lips. And if she throws my hand away, my hand goes right back. There, quick. I want her to know if she just stands still and accepts it, it goes away. So for her, relaxing is her power. With another colt, it might be move and I'll take it away. So movement becomes their power, their control of pressure. Every horse is different. With this horse, relaxation is the control of pressure. When she relaxes, the pressure goes away. Pretty quick, she'll start getting calmer and calmer, and that sticky, no-going son of a gun, they start moving and the pressure goes away. This is two different approaches, and it's personalities of the horse that cause the approach. If they're all fired up, you want to be like ice, calm, cool, and collected. If they're terrified, you got to be chill, man. If they're sticky and won't go nowhere, you got to be like the little Energizer bunny. You got to learn to read the types, and you have to learn to give them work that's appropriate to their development to make them better every day, so you set up a situation where they win. This is the only deal you'll ever be involved in where you both win. If I get Promise to where she'll stand and relax and not try to get away from me and get soft, quiet, and relaxed and read my intentions, it's not just me that wins, it's her. It's her. So we go another little circle. Now want her stepping her shoulder across, yielding her hindquarters, the same rules apply. But if you'll notice, I'm going to her left all the time. Now I'm a tree. Because going to her right, still a trouble. We wait. I want her to relax and follow that feel. And I just stand here and be a tree for a minute. I don't think she likes standing there with pressure on her pole. But I'm not going to take a hip lock and drag her this way and teach her how to pull. She already knows how to pull backwards and get away. There, she took a step forward. It was small, but it's okay. Now I'm going to walk up here and pet her again. I'm going to hold her. There. Pressure. There. Better again. Now I'm trying to get more and more nonchalant about rubbing across the end of that nose. Because when we first started working with her, touching her on the face, she was tremendously sunburned or tremendously reacting to alfalfa hay. I'm feeding her grass. I'm putting Silvadene on her face. And her skin is really, really clearing up. So either it hurt to be touched, or she just was so afraid of being touched that it caused her to freak out. Just I want her to put her nose on my hand. Like that. Take it away. Lead her up a step. There, good. Reach down here. Let her put her nose on my hand. I want her to relax into that. There. Now she's got up here really close. I'm going to practice leading again. It looks more like dragging than leading. But I try to get soft. When I feel that rope get soft, I try to give back. We're working on pull pressure so we can handle her face without it being a deal. Now, if you look at it like this, when I touched her face, the reward was she took a step forward. When she took a step forward, the reward is I touched her face. It doesn't make any sense if you don't think about it abstractly, like all of this is for tomorrow. I want to touch her face. I don't want her to back up. I want her to come forward. So I'm using those three things that she doesn't want to do too bad, and I'm rewarding her with another thing that she doesn't want to do too bad. But each one of those specific pieces of that become the reward for the other three. And it's kind of Star Warsy, but if I want to touch her face, I'll touch her face. Now I'll lead her a step. Leading her a step and the absence of pressure became the reward. Now I'm going to lead her a step. She's pulled. There's a step. Pressure went away. And I'll pet her face. Take it away. Now we'll come over here and lead her again. We keep getting further and further away, don't we? Step over. There. Pull pressure. When I'm turning, it's more jaw pressure, side of her face pressure. When I'm going straight, it's more pull pressure. Pull pressure is tie up, send. If you get caught in something, don't pull straight back and hurt yourself. Right now, it's a little bit of pull pressure and a little bit of face pressure. I need the right front foot to step over, and it did. Leave it alone. Absence of pressure, it's its own reward. Now I'm going to pet it again. So the tree, the pull pressure leads to the touch, and the touch leads to the release of pressure. So I can actually use any of these four things we're working on for the reward. but always in conjunction with release of pressure. There. Almost. There. There. That's what we're after. Follow me around in a circle. Now follow me straight. I'm a tree. When she locks up, I become a tree. Now I'm a tree again. Because I put pull pressure on her and she didn't step forward. So I just closed my hand and became a tree. And we'll wait. Letting her have enough time to think is what's going to get her gentle and quiet. She gets overwhelmed really fast because she doesn't have any practice being exposed. So she gets overwhelmed. And getting in a hurry with her just scares her worse. So we just slow it down, let her figure it out, and reward her. Like that. Big breath. Now I'm going to pet her. Now we're going to go pull pressure. See, that time I didn't have to lock down and be a tree. When I put pull pressure on her, she stepped right up. Put my finger in her mouth, touched her tongue, and took it out. Now we go for another little walk. Pull. I'm putting pull pressure on her and she didn't move. There, she moved. Pull pressure. I'm just a tree. I'm just standing here. If you're going to take on a project like this, be prepared to take the time that it takes. But they have to get better every day. So even though she's afraid of everything, she still has to get better every day, or we're not helping her. We're not doing her any favors at all by quitting her when, oh, she's had too much, or whatever excuse you make. Don't make an excuse. Pull pressure means step forward. She stepped forward, it went away. Don't ever ask for something, especially with a horse like this. Don't ever ask for something that you're not going to just hang in there and get a try. That's really, really important. She already doesn't want to do the stuff. And if you prove to her that she doesn't have to, she'll get better and better at not. Now, I'm going to end this work by going around to her right one time, because that's the eye she hides all the time. So I'm going to start this process by going up to the front of her, petting her, relax, petting her, hold, forward, release, There. 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 Try to take your hand away before she throws it away. That will teach her that if you do put pressure on her, she doesn't need to react to that. She just needs to relax and respond, and you'll take the pressure away. There. Now, I'm going to step her over this way. There. Big left foot moved over. Good. Pet her. Now I'm going to walk through here and go around to her offside. See how she's defending that? I'm going to give myself some more room. I'm going to try to go like this and go clear around here. There we go. There. There. Now we're going to go back through here and go this way. Now I'm going to pet her again. I want her to follow me on that other side also, but she has to let me over there. You see how she is hiding that eye? And the way I'm going to work on that is I'm going to set her up this way. I'm going to pet her, and I'm going to get way far away from her. Now I can go back here. And don't freak out. This is okay. Flip that rope. Over her head. Now we're right back where we started. Better. She needs to step over here. Hold pressure. There. Over here. Better. I've got to get her to take a step with that other foot since we started this. Step across. Way out here. Have her step across right there. Now forward. There. Have her step across. There. Get her over here. There. That was easy for her. Now I'm going to go over here. Get her to step across. I need that. Have her follow me. Hold, release, pressure, release. And I need her to step across with her shoulder instead of spinning her hindquarters. Like that. Now we'll bring her back up. Pressure, release, pressure, release, pressure, release. Hold, release. Hold, release. Bring her back up here. There. Walk up this rope and plant her. There. Release. Release. And that's how we're chipping away with her. If you're getting any value out of these videos, please hit like and share them. If you're watching these on YouTube, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Equine Kindergarten. If you're watching them on Facebook, follow me on my Facebook page, Butch Mowdy. It's really appreciated. And I hope that my videos have value to you. I don't know if you noticed, but in the background back there, Uno was tied the whole time we were working with this little horse. And that didn't hurt Uno a bit. Thank you for your time. See ya.